What is up? This is your boy Xpriest at Ether Gamer Radio. I'm with you know who, Soulacoustic.
Yo, what's up? This is Soulacoustic.
Let's talk video games.
Okay, let's do it.
So as far as E3,
Yes.
and I know last we were talking about Ubisoft with Bro Gamer, and
Okay.
we haven't gotten to that part. That was for part 2.
Yeah.
And hopefully you guys are going to hear part 2.
Yeah.
But any thoughts on what Ubisoft had to offer, if you actually caught it?
Well, I didn't get to catch Ubisoft's actual conference, but I did get to see some of the games that they showed or whatever at the conference, or at their presentation rather.
Yeah.
And what I liked was obviously Watch Dogs, which is funny because I was super skeptical about it at first. I was like, that sounds whack.
I remember you telling me, you're like, what?
You could be any NPC, this is whack. But then the way that they showed it, the way they pulled it off, and the little bit of gameplay they showed, I was like, that looks awesome.
Actually, they showed a fair amount.
Yeah. I was surprised about that.
Yeah, they did a 30-minute playthrough on the developer going through it.
Yeah.
They obviously did the floor playthrough. I think that was around 15 or 10 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool. I like the aspect of you can use any NPC.
Right.
They actually have lives in the whole process.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, because when you were the dude, I was like, okay, so this must be a main character or whatever. Because that's how they set it up, which I'm pretty sure they did that on purpose to set it up like he was a main character.
Yeah.
The British guy with the mask or whatever. Mm-hmm. And well, I guess they're all British, but anyway.
No, they could be from different countries or whatever, because it's interesting on how they actually have it mapped out.
Yeah.
I liked the idea that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they'll be able to pull it off.
And when that guy died, and then you became the girl, and they were like, yeah, so Agent blah blah just went down, and so blah blah blah, and it was the same user interface thing. It's just so interesting. I'm just wondering what differentiates somebody using one piece from another person, the piece that they put on their temple or whatever, to tap into the network that they have. I'm just curious about the whole world now, how it's all gonna work out.
Exactly.
I also like the Zelda-esque game that was made by Assassin's Creed Odyssey creators. I forgot what it's called off the top of my head right now, but it's it kind of looks like Kid Icarus or something like that. Or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's they only showed a little reveal trailer basically. They didn't show any gameplay or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to see how that shapes up and see what that looks like.
Don't leave Ubisoft. What is it?
Watch Dogs?
Yeah, it's Watch Dogs Legion.
Yeah.
Don't leave that yet, because what I love about it is this. They were saying for people who, because there's a big thing going on, right now with Cyberpunk, and about how you're attacking these black folks that are called what do they call them? Monsters. And they're Creole and this, that, and the other, and you're attacking these people.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's big old drama, whatever's going on right now. But what I do like is that, let's say you go to a place and you need to, you're accosted by a guard, or you need to get into a location.
Yeah.
The guards actually have family members that have family trees. If you watch them, you can see their whole process of their house, where they live, and their whole 9 yards. And then if you end up killing one of those guards, and your group, I forgot the name of the group, whatever that they have, but they become to hate you. You know what I'm saying? And it could be somebody you actually need that's in that person's family, and they will not join your crew because and so everybody has a major background. Full lives being lived.
Everything,
they have cousins, they have uncles, they have fathers, dad.
Yeah, I didn't see all that.
It's pretty
interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty in depth.
What impressed me too was the combat. Looked like everything was really smooth and fluid. Even down to her assassinating people and the gunplay and everything looked really, really, really good. It was dang.
Yeah.
And I didn't play Watch Dogs 2, but I did play Watch Dogs 1, and I really enjoyed it up until the game crashed on me or whatever. But
I played 2. I couldn't really get into it. I like the characters that were in there, but it's just too much of the quirkiness about the title that stopped me from playing it.
And that's what I'm interested about. Is this game gonna have some of that in there? That's the thing. But I think it'll, even if it does, the things that you can do in the game and the way that it is, if it's done right, it'll still be something you're
for sure.
But I have a question for you.
Yeah,
what did you think about the Ghost Recon Breakpoint stuff?
Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to throw in another podcast, which is Gamertag Radio.
Yeah.
Paris played it.
Yeah.
A lot of people have played it. I heard nothing but great things. I saw what I thought I liked.
Yeah.
He said he wasn't happy with the 10 minutes or 20 minutes he got to play it because he was supposed to have an hour, of gameplay. 45 minutes to an hour of gameplay, and they didn't have that.
Yeah.
And so he's not sure about it. But I'm kind of on the fence with it because I'm seeing along some of the same lines in the first Ghost Recon that they had to, get through and patch and
before the game became like a much better game, whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. So, so I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna give it a shot. I did rescind my collector's edition because I got the Cyberpunk collector's edition coming, and then I got the Legion collector's edition coming. So I'm getting a record copy of that. But I'm hoping it's good. I mean, I'm gonna shoot for it for sure. It'll probably be a game that I play because I love the
franchise.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it didn't impress me at all. It just looks strange. I don't like the idea that you have to play these certain characters. It makes it look like it doesn't look like there's a creative character.
No, there's not. Here's the thing. You don't have a team of CPUs like you do in Ghost Recon 1. You have yourself. Only way you can play cooperatively or with other people is to actually have humans come onto the map. Yeah. So I like that because I'm pretty much a lone wolf.
Yeah.
And I did love using the NPCs, but they do give you other gadgets. Yeah. So I think that'll be cool. But yeah, if you're into this game and you really like the CPU characters, you might want to think twice or make sure you have a crew to run with because you're going to need that people.
And that was the thing I liked about the other one, Wildlands, because you could use the CPUs and like set up stuff and like boom, shoot, But I don't know. It wasn't impressive to me. I wasn't like, oh wow,
Not the graphics didn't impress you.
Nope.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something about the only thing impressive about the game is that they're using the dude from The Punisher. That was it. I thought that was cool.
I was watching some of this.
And then I'm like interested about like, okay, what's this raid gonna be about? Like, I don't know, just different things. I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah. No, that's totally understandable. Have you got a chance to check out the Call of Duty remake?
Yes, Modern Warfare.
Yes, because there's a bunch of drama about that.
So what?
Tell me about the drama.
I don't know about the drama. I only know about the game. I haven't been able to do much research.
IGN, almost all of IGN staff. I want to say 99.9. 1% might be on the fence, whatever, but he still has some negative things to say. But he did take a wait and see attitude. Yeah. But they all said it was too violent. They said it was too realistic. It was too over the top. They didn't like the small corridor shooting because it was see gameplay. They didn't get their hands on it, but they were see gameplay. And it looks extremely realistic. It is the most advanced Call of Duty, hands down.
So what's the drama with that?
Here's the drama. You walk into a closed room. It's claustrophobic. They did it that way on purpose.
To make it more realistic.
Yeah, they have different Marines are using whatever that are, saw action or whatever, do the whole snake corridor type deal. And so imagine if you go into an area that's a hot zone, okay, but you're in somebody's house, okay? You're in someone's house and you don't know who's going to pick up a weapon. You don't know if it's a child. You don't know if it's a lady or whatever, and she has a kid, and then she goes into the bassinet to grab the kid, but then she also reaches in and grabs an AK-47. What do? You shoot her? Are you going to hit the kid? What if you walk into a room, whatever, there's a 7-year-old, he picks up an AK-47. Do you stop? Do you shoot him? Do you not shoot him? That whole process or whatever, I guess it's that extreme. Dang, like they did with the first Modern Warfare with the airport scene.
But they said they were going to do that, though. They came out and said when they launched this, when they showed us this game and that this was coming and this is the direction they were going in, they said it was going to be extreme like that.
Well, they're saying it's too extreme.
First of all, I don't care about
it's too realistic.
Oh no, IGN's always tripping. First of all, and second of all, that's the next step. What else can they do with Call of Duty?
Well, they're saying by making these things more realistic, you're basically creating a kill simulator. Because it's so realistic.
But what have you been doing all the past decade?
Because they weren't, they weren't modeled perfectly. They didn't have any blood come off of them, or there weren't guns.
That's like the next step, though. I mean, it was definitely going to cause some issues, but that's the next step.
Yeah, I just hope it doesn't change Call of Duty's thoughts and vision of their game.
I don't think it will, because that's what people want.
Yeah. Well,
Which is kind of crazy to say, but that's what people want.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we play video games, right? I mean, that's what people want to see. Now, obviously, you know, it's going to cause some waves once it comes out, because I'm sure all the people who are against video games and all that are going to jump right on top of this, and, you know, that's going to be the hot topic of debate, you know. And it may even come down to, okay, now this game needs a different rating than other games.
Yeah, that's what they were saying also. They were saying the mature rating is not good enough, and that, but if it got the adult rating, it would kill the game, because Target couldn't sell it, Walmart couldn't sell it, only Amazon online stores, whatever, and not even GameStop. GameStop doesn't have an adult section for video games. Now, whether or not you just still put the game in the stores, whatever, and the person's carded, and it says automatically have to be 18 and show ID to play it, to me that's kind of extreme, and kids are going to play the game anyway, so parents will be buying the games.
See, this is what they want, though, and this is why I don't think they'll change the game. They want that kind of controversy, because then they're going to be like, oh, I want to see, oh, I want to try it, oh, I want to play it, you know what I mean? And then if it gets an adult rating, oh yeah, for sure, this game's going to blow up. People are going to be like, oh, I want to play, oh, I want to see this and that, so on, so, you know what I mean? Like, there's no doubt about it. This is what they want. So I don't think they're going to change it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's going to be curious to see, and I hope they don't. What they were saying is they wanted sliders to where you can take the gore away, or you can take, certain aspects of the shooter away, so you won't have that, or people will have options.
They did have the option in the first game, but didn't they not play that airport scene?
I think you could skip it.
Yeah, I think you could skip it.
Yeah.
So,
but this whole game is made that way. I mean, this is a tight corridor shooter.
Then don't play this Call of Duty. Go play another Call of Duty. That's my thing. Like, I think people need to stop tripping.
Well, don't even play that. Play another game altogether.
They'll play it like the robot Call of Duty, right? The one where you got jump packs and all that. Oh, it's not realistic. It's not this and that, so on and so forth. They give you realistic. They give you what you want, and this is what you do. You know? It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And but again, hopefully, like I said, it doesn't get to a point to where they show footage of this game, like at GDC, Game Developers Conference, and people are up in arms and whatever.
Yeah, but what can they do? The game's release has already been slated. Activision ain't gonna stop it. Activision's the main one. They're gonna be like, yes, this is what we want. Keep it going. Release the game.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't think anything. If anything, they'll have a last-minute adult rating, which is probably something. That's like the only thing I can think of that they can pull off. They're not gonna redo the whole game. They're not gonna stop the game. They're not, release it. So if anything, they'll get a last-minute rating, which is not going to stop people, because I'm pretty sure if you broke down where people buy games from or whatever, pretty sure Amazon and eBay, places like that, are going to be higher on the list than your GameStop, your Target, your Walmart, whatever. So I think that's going to affect the sales.
It's so funny because when I played the first Modern Warfare with the airport scene, I did I was working on a podcast at the time. I didn't put it out. And maybe I'll put out what I actually recorded. Because one, it's nostalgia. Two, it's a remake.
That's cool.
And three, it's about this particular subject or whatever when it comes to
full circle kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly, or whatever. So that would be fun to put on there. It's like 3 to 5 minutes long. What is up? It's your boy Xpriest. I just wanted to step in here as you guys listen to me and Soulacoustic at an undisclosed location in a cafe somewhere probably near you. But I wanted to go ahead and play you guys what I did back in 2009. My first thoughts on Modern Warfare, when I was doing my other show, which I'm not going to name because it might be making an appearance. But yeah, my thoughts. And my homie, I believe it was Mike the Robot, who I used to kick it with at that time. All right, peace. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is B-Dub, here with a special guest on the show today.
Boy.
Mike the Robot.
Yeah, Mike in the house.
Say what's up, Mike.
What's up? This is Mike the Robot.
So, reason why I brought Mike on the show, just to have a different perspective on this whole Modern Warfare 2 leak footage that it's been hitting the web, and everybody's been talking about it. And I really have to say, man, when I saw the footage, I actually was kind of just tripping out. I was like, man, is this is this the video game?
I
Is
was
this
like,
real?
oh,
I mean,
that's tight. I can't wait to play this game.
I've been playing games forever, and
That's gonna be
to
up
see
there.
that, it just kind of startled me a bit. To be like, man,
you getting
that's
soft, man.
vivid.
You
That's
getting soft.
and the footage was grainy. It wasn't like it was perfect quality, and you could see the streamlined graphics and the textures and all that good stuff that comes with the games that we have now.
I know, man. It looked like some stuff you see on CNN. That was tight. That was tight, B. That was tight.
It was actually real grainy, and it was like some leak footage from Baghdad or something. But it was just the way the way the characters moved when they were shot, and how they were reacting to the gunfire.
Yeah, man. It's like, with the scene when the lady was being carried and the man came up and dude just still shot him in the back of the head. Man, that was just crazy.
That's what I think made it more realistic, for me. But it was a trip. So Mike, what did you think about the footage?
Man, I was like, about time they put out a game that I'm trying to play, you know what I'm saying? Because for the longest time, they've slaughtered my people.
What do you mean, man?
Us robots, we've been in video
Come
games
on,
being killed
Mike.
from the beginning of time.
Man, you
So
guys
I
ain't
was
real.
Like, yeah, now I get to get me some
Mike,
civilian
you're not
humans,
real.
You know what I'm
You're a
saying,
robot.
man? Shoot.
You're computer
so
chips.
I was like, yeah, I can't wait to play that game. I don't know what you was talking about, B, but it was cool. You straight tripping. You
I don't
get
know,
soft
man.
in your old age.
Hey, man. Well, you know what? To me, it was a trip to see it. I'm surprised they put that in a video game because it's never really been done like that.
And me and my boy Ratchet were just laughing our asses off, man.
Yeah, you have the GTAs. Everybody says, well, you got GTA and you can kill the civilians and the pedestrians and all this, whatever. But it's different. You never took 100 people and put them in a room and just slaughtered them all. And the graphics, how it looks, whatever. No, GTA has that cartoon art or whatever. I mean, come on, it's just not the same to me. Anyways, I mean, like I said, I've been playing games forever, and I saw that, I was like, wow. That passed ESRB. That's mature 15 rating. I'm like, are you serious?
Man, that shit was tight. Did you see the way that rocket came in? Dude took out his rocket launcher and blasted that on. That lady went flying. Man, that shit was so sweet.
Again, you are a robot. You have no emotion.
I'm a robot.
So I think
a
that
good
probably
video
has a little
game.
bit of something to do with it, Silk. But anyways, it tripped me out. And, I'm going to still get the game because I want to experience what the artist or the artiste or whatever you want to call it, see what they were trying to do with the game.
Because y'all got problems with human on human crime. I mean, come on. I never seen a robot make a video game and kill another robot in the video game. It ain't never happened, B. It ain't never happened.
You got Washington burning. I'm just seeing what the story, really is going to bring. So I'm going to go ahead and get the game. And, I like the concept of, I think what they were really trying to do is put you in the eyes of the terrorists to say, okay, these dudes are this badass and they are this ruthless. What are you willing to do? How far will you go to stop these cats from, starting World War III or however the game is supposed to, the story or the flow or whatever. I don't really even know. I just know from all the trailers, cutscenes, all the stuff that's been on game trailers, and so I don't know what the story is, but for the most part, I'm gonna get it, check it out, let you guys give you my opinions on it if you care, and go from there. So Mike, you can go ahead and play the game or do what you gonna do or whatever. All right, man.
I'm gonna have fun playing the game.
So this has been a spot with B-Dub and Mike the Robot.
Man, I'm out.
Now back to the cafe. But did you play that airport scene?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what did you think? Did it have any effect on you? I mean,
no.
Again, you're talking
but
about.
Then again,
how long ago was that?
it's kind of
10 years ago.
That was kind of time ago. But I definitely played that airport scene. But I think that it would only have an effect on you if your heart is open to that kind of stuff. I think.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm a smart person. I understand.
In a negative way.
I'm a smart person. I understand that this is video game. I understand this is art. Creativity, things like of that nature. At the end of the day, based on realistic stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about it is, what kind of trips me out about people like IGN talking about that or whatever is, okay, you're talking about a video game. You still have to understand at the end of the day, it's a video game. Where like you go on your phone right now, you go on Facebook, you see people dying every day. Like,
well,
you know what I'm
here's the
saying?
thing. I did write in their comments on their YouTube. I bet every one of those people who made that comment saw John Wick. Whether it's 1, 2, or 3.
That's the other thing too. Yeah,
You know, so
that's the other thing. Yeah,
like, you know.
John Wick is literally shooting people in the face, jumping off horses, and stabbing people. Like, that's exactly it. Like,
so
the video game industry has to move into that light at some point.
Yeah,
and they've got to. Maybe they need to restructure the ratings. That's fine. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But don't stop the creativity. Don't stop the flow. Don't stop the evolution. You know, maybe the mature rating needs to be 21 and up. You got to show ID or something. Whatever. But
I mean, it's just like Detroit Becoming Human when the first AI robot or whatever it was grabs the kid or whatever, and it's like you have to make a choice.
You have to make a choice.
What to do. That's still putting.
And when you shoot that robot, it's crazy.
Yeah.
The blood is coming everywhere or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like, there's a whole whatever option you choose, like.
Yeah, and even though it's a robot, and but still you have the potential to hit the child because you don't know how it's really going to play out.
Exactly.
Let alone the whole scene with the abuse of the father.
I mean, they want to talk about gruesome. And I bet you all those people played that crap out of Mortal Kombat 11. You're sitting there breaking necks and doing all this, stabbing eyeballs out and everything else. I mean, that's a whole another level of violence and whatnot. So I think it's a slippery slope when you get into talking about that kind of stuff and get into kind of putting that kind of judgment on games like that.
Yeah.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, exactly.
So
because from everything I've seen on the trailer, because I haven't seen any behind the scenes footage on it or whatever, it looks amazing. I mean,
and people are gonna play it. That's what I'm saying. They work so hard on this game. There's no way it's not gonna release.
Yeah.
It's just about how. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah. No, true. No, definitely.
And we're so close. We were talking October.
Yeah.
I'll close my eyes. It's October.
Yeah.
So,
no, for sure.
Yeah.
What else has been a hot boiling topic?
I wanted to talk about. Because I didn't get a chance to talk about all the other stuff, so Microsoft and just real brief on it or whatever. But you've got the Xbox conference. I know, like it was cool. I liked it a lot. Obviously, you got the Cyberpunk reveal and stuff with Keanu Reeves and everything. That was crazy, major hype.
Yeah.
But there wasn't really a whole lot of meat there, It's just like a lot of like extras, which I guess I kind of understand.
And don't forget, they showed 60 titles.
Yeah, I know, and that's the crazy thing. Can you name 15 of them? That's the thing, Like that's the interesting thing about it. They throw these numbers at you and so on and so forth, but is it really 60 titles worth anything?
Yeah.
I think that because now we're fresh off, we're like a week and some change, from that time. So it's like. Now that you really sit back and look at it, what did you remember?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I remember what they didn't do. I remember, obviously, not, the Lockhart, basically making it disappear.
Yeah, it was console.
Yeah. And then I also remember them not showing Gears of War.
And I also remember
single player.
No xCloud, nothing, except it's coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what do you do with that,
Yeah,
and the Game Pass Ultimate, which to me was the biggest slap in the face in the world because it didn't make no sense.
Well, what it
when
did
you put the money out all together, it's like you might as well get those services separately.
Yeah, I don't think you can get the PC separate. That's
the thing. Is it PC?
Yeah, because
that's what I realized.
What it does is, it gives you that. But if you're not a PC player, you don't have.
For people with Xbox, it's like, well, you're still doing the same thing. There's no Game Pass Ultimate for you. They might as well just came out with a Game Pass thing for the PC and left everything else alone.
They really should have gotten rid of gold. They should have let online play be free.
They're just trying to get more subscriptions. that $15 a month.
Well, you're gonna do that with xCloud, and you're gonna do that with you take gold away. And you still offer the free titles, and that throws on the xCloud, but you allow everybody to play online for free. Because you got to understand, PS Online, that was free. Yeah. They didn't start charging to be like, oh, Microsoft is doing this. They're making a ton of money.
Yeah.
Or whatever. We should probably be doing this too.
Yeah.
And on their games, whatever, from Sony, you don't pay your service. You're not playing those games.
Yeah.
But on Microsoft, you get to keep those titles or whatever, which are cool. And some of those titles might already be incorporated into xCloud
or even Game Pass.
Or Game Pass, exactly.
Yeah.
So you take away gold and you implement those in there along with PC, and then you charge that $15
See, that's
price.
the thing. They could do that. They could do that next E3.
It could. No, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
with
because,
Anaconda coming and
oh no, it's
or
it's
Scarlet.
not. It's no longer Anaconda. It's Scarlet.
And then with the backlash from this E3, that might be something that they do. You know, because basically, like my outlook on E3 right now is we don't have nothing coming until next year. That's it, basically. Your eyes are on next year, other than Jedi Fallen Order, which I was not super impressed with.
You have Jedi Fallen Order. You have Call of Duty. You have.
Yeah, but that wasn't shown at E3.
Oh no, I know, but I'm just telling you the titles that are coming out.
I'm based off of what we've seen at E3.
Yeah.
What was there really to be excited about?
Yeah.
Everything's next year.
Well, they weren't going to show. Yeah, they weren't going to show any Scarlet titles. They weren't going to show any titles from the new development houses.
Yeah.
Because they want them, to show them in their best light, and hopefully they're
Scarlet
close
drops.
to being done or whatever. Because I thought Microsoft had a good press conference, and the only thing they didn't do was lack of showing actual gameplay.
Yeah.
But I still think overall it was really good for their whole overall message of what they needed to push. And I think it bodes well to me for the next E3.
Yeah.
That they're really gonna put their foot into it, whatever, with Scarlet.
Yeah.
With showing.
Well,
all
they're
the
going to have to,
development
because
houses.
I have this sneaky suspicion that Sony will be back. So.
Oh, Sony will be back.
Yeah.
They have
That's what
to
I'm
be.
saying, yeah.
They saw. Because everybody championed, E3 is dead. Like, this is the last E3 of all. No, E3 was alive and well.
No,
and,
next E3 is when it's going to be like, oh yeah, E3 is not going nowhere.
Yeah, the only way to me that Sony would have not been there if this year, which they still can do, they do their conference,
And they show PS5 stuff.
Yeah, they're the one they normally do. What's it called?
December, the Sony.
I forgot.
Something special. Select Sony.
Yeah, that's what they do around September. We always talk about it on the show. But unless they do that show there and they announce the PS5
Experience.
PlayStation Experience. Yeah. Unless they do that, and because again, what's the biggest title yet to
And I said
be
December.
dated?
I said September between the fall.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What's the biggest title yet to be dated?
It's been thrown around February.
Yeah, but thrown around, but not been put out by Sony.
Yeah, it's been thrown around that February.
Right.
It's I guess and we're talking about Last of Us too. The voice actor for what's her name basically accidentally said like February.
Yeah, the main girl.
So it'd be interesting if it was February. I don't know. What to see.
I don't understand what sense that makes, whatever. Because to me, it's like I was telling the guys about Cyberpunk.
Well, they did that with Last of Us 1 and 2.
No, but here's the thing. If that game, from what we've seen, and they release that game on the PS4 Pro, it's going to look nothing like what we saw at E3.
Well, it's a money grab.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to want the game as soon as it comes out.
No, for sure. And they will.
Yeah.
And they know it's automatically upgradable.
Yeah.
Because we know the PS5.
And there's probably going to be a day one patch as soon as you put it in the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, exactly. But you've already played it. You've already done all the stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You've already...
And that's an interesting thing, because I would almost kind of want to wait.
It's the same with Cyberpunk. See, I was saying that with Cyberpunk.
Yeah, but with Cyberpunk, at least if you're playing on the Xbox One X, you're getting you're not getting that full, obviously, Scarlet experience, but you're still getting a pretty decent experience.
Oh, no,
You know
for
what I
sure,
mean?
for sure.
With the Pro, I feel like,
Well, you can't say that, though, because look at God of War. God of War is an amazing title.
Yeah.
So, but I just find it hard to believe that they're going to be able to achieve what they showed last year at E3.
Yeah.
Because that stuff was amazing.
But then again, I mean,
And
God of War was
Ghost of
amazing.
Tsushima.
God of
That
War was
doesn't have a date yet.
No, yeah, that doesn't have a date yet.
That's
true.
So I think all those were PS5 titles. And
No, I think Last of Us has always been that. Exactly what they did with Last of Us, end of the generation
Stopgap
game, yeah. And then they're like, boom, here you go.
I would say that, but
And I bet you Ghost of Tsushima will be a launch title, and they'll
Why
announce
take
Horizon
away-
Zero Dawn 2 coming.
yeah,
2021.
Last of Us will have a lot of hype. But why take away that major hype to announce at E3 or announce it at the PlayStation Experience? Why just put it out like, okay, here's the date? Like with no fanfare.
Yeah, well, there's gonna. I mean, at the PlayStation
It'll have its own
I think
thing.
I think
If
the
they're
PlayStation
no,
Experience
they're
will do.
supposedly the word on the street is that there's no PlayStation Experience this year.
Oh wow.
They're tucking everything away because if they have a PlayStation
Well,
Experience,
if
what are
there's
you
no
going to
PlayStation
experience?
Yeah.
What are you going to show?
If they don't do a PlayStation Experience, then here's the thing: they're gonna have to come first quarter of next year
Yeah.
with something. They're gonna have to, because basically they have been in the dark for a year. So that's a long time.
Yeah.
So first quarter next year, I'm thinking like maybe even February, we're getting specs, games, you know what I mean? Specs, PS5, you know, they're gonna probably be like, hey, we're doing a conference, whatever. I don't know. They might even do a small social PlayStation experience just to say, hey, we're doing
horrible.
this.
Those
direct.
wannabe Nintendo Directs, whatever, have been horrible.
Yeah.
For Sony, they do not know how to pull it off.
Yeah, they just need to do conferences and do what they've been best at. You know what I mean? And I mean, I would have even liked to see them again this E3 just to see more, and then been like, oh, I'm mad. But at least I got to see more, you know?
Yeah.
At least you get to know, like, okay, well, they're still keeping it in the tuck, obviously, you know?
Yeah, I could have swore they were going to walk on the stage at Microsoft's event or whatever and talk about, oh, we're allowing crossplay.
Here's the thing, we got Stadia coming, which, nobody really cares about it, but it's coming.
Yeah. I think Stadia is what shut down Lockhart, personally.
Probably.
I think that whole
because there's no need of a Lockhart box.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've been saying that for years. I've been saying that. Mm-hmm. Like if you have the S and you have the X, why would you need this stopgap system?
Yeah, because you already have the hardware in there to do what you need to do to have a hardware.
Unless that chipset, that fast processor and GPU and CPU, you need that to run xCloud over, which obviously you don't.
But here's the thing. So now that we know that there's no Lockhart, or we're pretty sure there isn't, now what are we talking on prices for the Scarlett? Because now I think they can really come out at a $599 and be like, this is it. This is all you get.
I still don't think 600. After that whole fiasco with the PS3 coming in at $600, no way. No way.
But people still buy it.
Oh, people did, but they dropped the price. I think it was in 3 months or something crazy, ridiculous time frame.
I don't know. But the thing is that will have the powerhouse to do it, you know?
Yeah, but power is not always the thing because, again, I love power, and we know we all love power, and we know what in the right hands what somebody can do with it, right? But we saw Crackdown,
right,
and we saw God of War, and we know not only was Crackdown using the power of the X, it was using cloud
technology,
CPU power, and it's still that you can't put those two games in the same realm. So, not to even mention Horizon Zero Dawn or any of the first part Spider-Man, any of the first part titles from Sony. So it's not all about power. It is about games and about the developers and how they utilize the power.
Right.
But it's like I said, I believe that in 2020 will be the golden age of gaming.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be able to go back to everything. There's going to be
so many big titles coming in 2020. The consoles are coming in 2020. Yeah. Like, it's going to be like a big shift. Like, boom, all right, here it is. You know, like, I mean, even down to a game like Dying Light 2, which is not even, in the conversation or competition with like Cyberpunk like that. Yeah. But I still think that's going to be a great game. I want to see more. It looks fantastic what they're doing so far, Yeah. So it's like even a game like that, you'll be able to be like, you might even miss out on that great game because there's going to be so many dope games coming in 2020, and so many dope things coming in 2020.
And get this, what's the one thing that you recently liked? And you I can't believe how it looked, and I can't believe how good it was.
Force Awakens. Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed. Now you go back and you bring all those tight games that we used to play, even from last year, even from this year, enhanced for the new systems.
Yeah,
man.
Because I don't know if I talked about it on the show, but Force Unleashed 2, when I played that on the Game Pass, I was like blown away by how good that looked. Did you ever get a chance to? When you get a chance and you sit down, you got to play it because even just the first level, just the first fight outside in the rain, it's all crazy. It's crazy. It's tight.
Yeah, no, it's
crazy.
I definitely gotta check that
just because it's just so shocking that it's a 360 game.
Yeah. All right. So you have anything else?
I'm excited about Outer Worlds. I should just go on a quick little list. Outer Worlds, I think, is going to be dope. I love what they're doing with Final Fantasy VII. I don't care about the episodes. If it's 19 episodes, I'll buy all 19 episodes.
I really think what's going to happen with that is they're going to sell you one title.
Yeah.
You're gonna buy like a regular game.
No, I think they're gonna give you two. They're gonna give you two titles. I think you get discs.
No, no, I know.
Yeah.
But that's your thought. But my thought is, you're gonna buy the one box for $59.99.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna give you the episodes as it goes. But you only have to make that one purchase. I don't think it's gonna be something to where you actually have to keep re-upping for full game price.
I don't think so. The reason why I don't think so is because I think they're redoing the game. So basically, the Midgard experience that you remember, on the first disc, Final Fantasy VII, is going to be that, and probably another 30 hours. Like I think the disc that we're going to get is a full 60 to 70 hour game.
Well, no, here's the thing.
Midgard, and they're going to do it.
I cannot, because I'm not at home, obviously. It was someone who asked the developer at E3 how long was the title, and then he said anywhere between 7 and 10 hours.
Oh,
was the first episode.
Oh, I thought they said straight. I thought they said it was like 60 hours.
He could be wrong. He could have, be talking out of his butt.
It's 7 to 10 hours.
Or whatever. So that's why I'm, going to where I think it's just one purchase.
And that would make more sense. If it is 7 to 10 hours, that would make complete sense.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm excited about it. I'm gonna be mad probably when I play a certain amount of it, and I'm gonna be like, oh, that's it. I'm gonna be mad, but I'm gonna get it all. I like what they're doing with the new combat as far as how they're making it modern, but yet still turn-based. I like that.
Do you think it will interlock?
In what sense? What do you mean?
What I mean by this is, you want to play Midgard, and then you want to play the story full out, meaning you want to play the other one and go directly into it, opposed to stop, put the disc in, or stop, load this whole other game.
Well, see, that depends on if they're going to sell it to you in another disc. You know what I mean?
No, even if they do, do you want it to interlock like that? Because I do.
I do.
I want the story to flow.
What I would like is if they are going to do that, they give you the option to buy the rest digital.
Yeah.
So it will interlock. That would be nice. Because think about it like this. I mean, most of the games we get now, you download a certain part of the game onto the thing, but everything else is just run. Like what is it like? Like you have to download the game into the system, but then like everything else is run on the disc or something like that. So vice versa, kind of. Right. So like vice versa, kind of. So now like the disc has the data on there, but then it's like unlocked through the digital, something like that. I don't know how that would work exactly. I'm not, pro gamer or DH. I don't have the PC knowledge, but the
shots fired.
I think there's a way to. There should be a way to like download it digitally and like kind of interlock it all together. That would be tight.
That would be tight. But and also another reason why I think that's going to happen is because they're notorious for making you wait. Yeah. And if they're gonna make you wait, you already paid the thing. You're just waiting for that game to come out, opposed to, I gotta pay another disc. I gotta pay another $60, whatever. And I waited like another 8 months to a year just for that second part. So.
But I want to go back to Outer Worlds too. I really think that's like gonna be a big game too. Yeah. That's coming out this year too. I forgot about that. So I think that's gonna be a good game. I don't know too much about it. It looks like some kind of like Fallout kind of stuff, but space Fallout.
I'm still not a fan because they're the one who did Vegas, I think, or whatever. I'm still not a fan of that engine because that engine looks extremely dated. But I do like if it's solid. If it's solid gameplay and it gives you
that's the thing. I don't think it's gonna be like a graphic killer.
Oh no, not at all.
I think it'll be a solid game.
Because like what Fallout 76 should have been.
Right, exactly. And I think it'll be a solid story.
Okay.
With the fact that you're able to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Because we don't have many games like that right now.
Yeah. No, that's true.
I think that'll be kind of like a refreshing kind of thing. Like, all right, cool. I want to talk about Bethesda. They just need to stay home. They need to sit down until they have Elder Scrolls ready. Yeah. Don't talk to me. I don't want to hear you. Like, there's nothing interesting going on.
Yeah.
I don't want to see these funky mobile games. I'm done with it. Yeah. Just leave me alone, Todd.
Rogue was trying to pull up comments that you made.
I was going crazy
for the show.
I was pissed. Yeah, I was upset. All I was doing was screaming at Todd. Like, what are you doing? Why are you Todd? Where's Elder Scrolls, Todd? I was just like, this is crazy.
Well, what I said on the show is that I believe they're doing a whole new engine.
Yeah,
they didn't want to show it.
I think so. Yeah,
they didn't want to show it.
Well, they shouldn't have came.
Yeah,
this was the E3 to not come. Honestly, like I don't care about Fallout 76 at all. Don't show me nothing new on that game. I don't care.
Yeah, they should have.
And then if you are going to show me something new, tell me it's free first.
Yeah,
tell me the base game.
They should have went free to play.
Yeah,
base game.
The base game should have been free to play, and then I would have been like, okay, well let's see. But y'all are too greedy, and that's what you get. Nobody's gonna play that.
For sure. Well, it's getting long. We need to wrap, but let me ask you one question. How you feel about Destiny going free to play? For the most part, it's not totally. You still got to buy the things, whatever. But the base game
I'll
is
tell
free
you
to play.
this. I'm excited for what's to come. I'm not excited for what we have or what they announced.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Destiny 3. Because I think they're going to have a lot more freedom to do kind of cool things that they want to do, to tell the stories that they want to tell, and so on and so forth. As far as it being free to play, I'm glad because it is a good game for people to play. It's a good shooter. It's a fun game you can really get involved in, and if we do kind of have a sort of a low. Like, let's say you don't like Call of Duty, let's say you don't like these games that are coming this fall and this holiday season. That's something for you to jump right in. You're gonna have a ball if you haven't played it. So I think that's cool. But other than that, I do kind of feel like on the negative side, it is kind of like a slap in the face to everybody who's bought all that stuff. But I understand why.
They did do a bait and switch on us. They told us that we can take our saves to any platform, meaning the PC, the Xbox One, or X, or the PS4,
but there's a
or
caveat
the Pro.
to that, though.
The caveat. Here's the caveat. You can only play the base game.
Yeah, you gotta buy
You gotta buy all the other DLC.
So
On both times.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, they're still obviously trying to make their money, and I get it. You got to make money
I think
and
it
everything.
could be
but
something in the software that they didn't account for because they didn't see this, so far down the future pipeline. And hopefully 3 won't have this issue with
And that's
3.
the thing. I just think Destiny 3 is what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
And this is a really good step in the right direction for Destiny fans, for you to be able to play the game for free. Like if I had a like a little PC, I would play it just to try it. Just be like, oh, this is cool. It's doing it on PC or whatever. Like, it's going to Steam now, which is good.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to people that use Steam, it'll be nice and easy for you to go on there, do your thing, and enjoy. There's a lot to the base game now, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and call it or whatever. You got to get back to what you're doing or whatever. And
You are listening to Ether Gamer Radio.